Hello Levi, it's Wednesday. Recently, I've been playing Donkey Kong Bananza on my Nintendo Switch 2. Sponsored by Nintendo. Not really. You might be surprised by this because I'm not a big Donkey Kong guy. I always liked the idea of the 2D platformers, but I never really got into them because they were never worth like the 60 bucks that they were on sale for, and it took a lot of people convincing me to give this one a shot. Now I've been having a blast like everyone else who's been playing it, but the most interesting part to me is that this isn't a Donkey Kong game. This is a sequel to Mario Odyssey. Now what do I mean by that? Well, obviously it's a Donkey Kong game, there's Donkey Kong characters, Donkey Kong's in it, there's bananas. But if you look at the actual mechanics of the game, layers are just kingdoms, challenge rooms are exactly the same, and bananas are just moons. They even look the same. It's also made by the same developers who made Mario Odyssey, so it makes sense. All that is to say though, why is this a Donkey Kong game and not a Mario game? Well, let's go back in time, because for those who don't know, Mario Odyssey was one of the earliest first-party games to come out on the Nintendo Switch. I think it came out in October, when the console came out in March. It was kind of the system seller that came after Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart. For the people who, saw Breath of the Wild thought, I'm not an adventure game guy, I don't really like RPG mechanics, but they needed another game to really hook them and be a system seller, and that's where Mario Odyssey came in. That's why the Nintendo Switch is the company's best-selling console. Or second best? I can't remember. When the Nintendo Switch 2 got announced, I personally was very surprised that there was no first-party Mario or Zelda announced with the console. Normally that's a very normal thing. It happened with the Switch. They have Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. Didn't happen here. They do have a Mario Kart game, which a lot of people will consider a system seller, but it's also coming off the heels of a very, very popular Mario Kart game, so a lot of people already have one, which puts the Switch 2 in a weird situation in terms of system seller games. Now the reason why this is so notable is because Donkey Kong Bananza is that system seller game. It is this system's Mario Odyssey. It's Mario Odyssey 2. It is the exact same structure, it is just as much fun, I would argue more so, but because it is sold as a Donkey Kong game, it's not gonna get the same amount of traction. I had to get pitched on buying this game by multiple different people. They all had to sell it to me and convince me that it was worth my time because it is a Donkey Kong game and not a Mario game. If it was a Mario game, I would have bought it. It would have been no big deal. But because it's a Donkey Kong game, I'm not usually into that. It's a smaller IP compared to Mario and Zelda and basically the traditional system sellers. I was a lot more hesitant. And that comes down to the point of this video I was trying to make. Nintendo failed to market Donkey Kong Bananza correctly. Now I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I have a marketing degree and I have a marketing job in the field. Oh wait, I do. There's my degree. I don't have a physical version because they haven't mailed it to me yet. But seriously, I don't know that much about marketing games. I've never done it. I've never been part of the industry. But I think it's very interesting that there was a huge opportunity to sell Donkey Kong Bananza as the system seller, or at the very least, brand it on the same level and tell people it's the same level as Mario Odyssey. Pitch it like it's a Mario Odyssey sequel, because it is, and that will get you a lot more people willing to buy into it, because if it's a separate franchise, I think it comes with a little bit less prestige than a Mario game would have. Donkey Kong Bananza, as it stands, didn't get the hype that a lot of these other games did when they came out, the Zeldas and the Marios, because it's a Donkey Kong game. People have been less vocal about it online, people have been more hesitant to buy it. People are more hesitant to buy a Switch 2 in general because it has no games, even though Donkey Kong Bananza is a system seller game in my opinion. It's that quality. I think in a more perfect world, Nintendo would have sold this as a sequel to Mario Odyssey, keep Donkey Kong Bananza, just change the marketing to focus on the fact that it's the same developer, it's the same system, it's the same core mechanic, gameplay loop, everything. Just Donkey Kong's the main character now, and he punches, and it's cool, and you should buy into that. Anyway, Levi, that's my thoughts on the Donkey Kong Bananza launch and the Switch 2 launch in general. Let me know if you're playing the game at home in the comments, and tell me about how it's going. Are you liking it? I'm liking it. Do you think it's a Mario game? I do. But I'm very curious to hear what people have to say about this, and Levi, I will see you when I see you. I feel like I'm using my hands so much. I hope that's not embarrassing later.